Siti Nurbaya is very elegant and beautiful young girl. She's also very smart student in her hometown. But the thing that people admire the most is her simplicity. Even though Siti comes from a well-known and wealthy family, she refuses to live in frenzy. But her life changed when she was forced to be matched by her mother with someone named Datuk Maringgi, a businessman with a lot of money. She also didn't accept it because she already had a boyfriend named Shamsul Bahri, who at the time was a student.
I told you, Mom, I don't want to marry him. Why don't you understand my feeling? After all, he's old, and I'm just 21. This is unacceptable.
How many times do I have to talk to you about this? This is for the sake of the country of our family line. After all, 30 years age gap is not a problem. Why do you insist on being with a boy named Samsho? He's not even from his family.
What did you say? 30 years? I can't believe that you could say 30 years age gap is not the problem. Your thoughts are only one, Mom. You're already blinded. You don't even understand your own daughter's feeling. I don't care what you say. I will not marry him. Period. How can she do this to me? Samsul, I have to talk to him.
Hello Siti, why you can take me at this hour? Atau you already sleeping?
Samsul, I was forced to marry someone with my brother.
What? But why? I thought she already know our relationship for a long time.
Mother forced me to marry a businessman whose name is Datuk Maringgi. What should I do, Samsul?
Shamsul himself is confused about his answer to Siti's matter, and if you think about it, Shamsul and Datuk Maringgi are like heaven and earth. How can Shamsul, who is only a student, compete with someone like Datuk Maringgi? He didn't want to think about this first and had already decided on the next step, which was to meet Siti's mother. He made up his mind because his love for Siti was very big.
Oh my god, what's going through her mind? This is the first time she met Datuk Maringgi. Who dares to say that? I'll make sure they get married. That's for sure.
The next day, Siti's mother planned a meeting between Datuk Maringgi and her daughter. They finally met for the second time. Siti looks indifferent every time Datuk Maringgi glanced at her innocent yet beautiful face. Siti's mother asked them to go for a walk together and try to understand their feelings for each other. Datuk Maringgi arrogantly showed his territories, markets, parks. He even showed a large building, which was his main area of operation. Look at all this. I have employed hundreds, or maybe even thousands, of people under my roof. I'm sure if we get married, we'll be satisfied with all this.
Sorry, Datuk Maringgi. I have to say something. I cannot marry you.
What do you think you can do with that boy named Shamsu? You think I don't know, huh? I could have paid him to forget you. It's better to live with me. Still don't understand how lucky you are to meet someone like me. When you're old, you'll understand, young girl. In the middle of their conversation, Shamsul coincidentally saw the two of them sitting in a garden and approached them.
Siti!
Samsul? Wait a minute, this is not what you think.
Oh, speak of the devil. The boy has shown himself. You got balls to show your spotty face, kid. I'll give you that.
It seemed that old Fred was still targeting young lady. Apparently, he's en route to disrupt other people's relationship.
Like hell, I would care about it. What can you do anyway? I can just give you $1 billion just so you can forget about her. Leave us alone. Or should I call security?
Hey, old man! This is not about money, but it's about true feeling from the bottom of heart. Arrogant people like you with a lot of money shouldn't exist in this world.
Okay, I've heard enough. Security, take him out of his place. Shamsul was forcibly taken out by the security around the park, and he angrily told himself not to give up. There must be another way. But on the other hand, Shamsul feels down because the reality is true. He can't do anything about it. Siti then finally came home. She immediately went to lock herself in her room. Siti, as usual, called Shamsul back and told him the reason why it all happened.
I'm very sorry, Samsul. I cannot do anything about it.
But what about our relationship? There must be a way we can manage together.
I really cannot do anything. I don't know, it's just... I'm sorry. It looks like our relationship ends here, Samsul. Goodbye.
Siti? Siti? Hello? Siti? Damn it. Why is this happening to me? After everything we've been through? No. I will not give up. I will definitely get you back, Siti. It's my promise.
On the other hand, Siti cried a lot for hours. She could not bear to see Shamsul getting hurt and decided to end it at that moment. But her heart said differently. I wanted to be with Shamsul forever. Then inside her mind crossed of an idea to run away from home and forget all this conflict at once. She just couldn't hold it. Just leave all things behind. That was her thought. Long story short, Siti Badriah experienced a long conflict with her mother, which required her to marry to the point where physical violence ensued. Unable to stand her mother's attitude, Siti ran away from home. Just as Siti was trying to leave the house, she met with her father. Her father understands very well about her family's current situation, and he unhesitatingly supports Siti's decision to leave home, but on one condition: that Siti must obey her father's words to work in one of her family's subsidiaries in Jakarta. Furthermore, Siti's father explained that as long as she worked there, Siti was expected to become a strong and independent woman. He didn't want his only daughter to end up tragically abandoned in the harsh life of this world. Although Siti rarely sees her father, it turns out that the only one who understands Siti in her family is him. Siti agrees and immediately goes to the company. While Siti was away from home, Siti's father tried to convince his wife to stop marrying Siti to Datuk Maringgi and to end this family conflict. 10 years have passed. With Siti's luck and intelligence, she was able to turn a business that used to be seen as a failure into success. Even already very popular among teenagers and almost abroad, Siti has been in the culinary world for the last 10 years. But in the middle of her success, she remembered her mother and her plan to set her only daughter up to someone she didn't love.
It's been 10 years. I love them all. My parents, my colleague, even you, Samsul. I know it is wrong for me to leave them all, especially my parents. Even since I ran from home, I haven't left any news to them. Oh God, if only they understood my feelings at the time, I probably wouldn't have left that house. But I also probably wouldn't have been this successful without that support.
Siti Nurbaya stares at the sky blankly as her success nothing but a piece of mere luck. She realizes that she is also wrong, but feels that this is unfair because his parents are also the cause of Siti's suffering.
Welcome to Diamond's Pincher.
Siti stopped the sentence she used to say when there were customers because she met.
Long time no see, Siti.
Samsul? How did you know I was here?
It's clear. Your restaurant is quite famous. Undoubtedly, the very reason of its success is actually working as a receptionist.
This is, I know it's so sudden.
I think it's better if we talk face to face. I know this is sudden, but there are many things I want to talk to you.
For a moment, Siti and Shamsul just stared at each other, without saying a word or two. From time to time, Siti smooths her hair, which looks beautiful in a side-plate style. But in the end, it was Siti who started the conversation.
It's been 10 years. It feels like just yesterday we were talking on the phone.
Right. It's been a long time. I heard all the stories from your father. I'm so grateful that you can be like this after all the things that happened in your past.
Yeah, I can imagine what would happen if it weren't for that. Well, how are you? It's been a long time, isn't it? I think you are right now, right? 10 years is at a short time.
No, I'm not in that kind of relationship yet. I'm too busy pursuing my education. For the past 10 years, I have worked hard to study here and there, and I'm grateful that I was able to complete my doctorate about thanks to my parents. After I heard that your name was plastered all over the place, I thought I should pursue your success too. Wouldn't want myself get definitely by a girl.
Really? I thought you were married.
Don't be silly. Even though you said to stop our relationship, I have been determined to continue to love you, and for sure, I will ask for your hand so I can put the wedding ring on you.
Samsul, I'm flattered to hear that from you. I think I'm going to cry.
Hey, take it with a grain of salt. You are currently working, right? Don't make this hour of makeup fade away. By the way, you're still pretty even though you're 13.
What a way to compliment. But I also see that your body is well groomed.
But Siti, you don't want to ask about your parents' condition? Do you know the reason why I'm with you today?
I don't know. In fact, I was once asked not to make any contact with my mom by dad. And sadly, I have rarely received calls from him either.
Actually,
Siti is shocked to hear the news about her parents. Shamsu explained that for the past 10 years, Siti's father had a serious illness, while her mother was so severely depressed that she had to be treated. When Siti's father died, the situation worsened, as well as Siti's mother's health. Before he died, he made a will to his wife to meet again with her daughter, to say something and at the same time to end this never-ending family problem.
that's my reason to see you, Siti. Your mother has been treated for a long time. Luckily, the employees of your family company are kind enough to take care of her. Siti, I know this is sudden news, but I beg you, come back to meet your mother before it's too late.
Okay, I will meet them, but that's all I want to be alone first. I need to pull myself together. And by the way, my makeup is fading because of you.
After the situation and conditions in the hand, Siti came out of the room and got ready to go back home. Before Siti left, she asked her employee for permission to leave for a while. Siti entrusts her company to someone she trusts.
Samsul, can you tell me what happens to my father's company in the last 10 years?
Since he died, your company was replaced by your mother, but it seems that the leadership of your family company is quite questionable since your mother was treated. But you can still replace them too.
But what about my restaurant? I mean, it used to be a subsidiary of my father's company, but not anymore.
Hey, don't be so angry. I am just giving advice. Talking about the company, you must still remember Datu Maringgi and the company his own, right? He's been broke for a long time.
Oh, why? I think the company is quite successful.
The person named Dr. Maringgi, after failing to get you, he was quite burned and disappointed. Then he tried to forget you with extravagance. He also liked to gamble and like with lots lady, and the way he managed his company is not good either. Yeah, it's definitely broken. Oh, look, we'll be at our destination soon.
Shamsul and Siti have arrived at the hospital where Siti's mother is staying.
Excuse me, mom. You had a guess.
Siti, is that you, my doctor? Are these eyes deceiving me? Siti,
Yes, yes, it's me, Mom.
oh my goodness. Look at you. You have become a beautiful and mature woman. How are you, my honey?
I'm fine. I have been keeping myself very well. I eat healthy food, doing exercise, and so on.
Siti, I don't know where to start. I'm so sorry, my dear. 10 years ago, I was so cruel to you that you ran away from home. I shouldn't be like that. I'm very sorry.
No, Mom, it's me who shouldn't have gone this far to make you end it like this.
But you are now successful thanks to, right? Your father is a kind man. I probably wouldn't be like this if it weren't for him. It can be helped. Let the past pass. The most important thing is that I'm grateful to be able to meet you again. I also want to convey your father's will. Actually, he wants you to continue this family company and marry Sancho.
What? But, Mom, now Siti has this business and responsibility to take care of.
I'm sure you and Sancho can take care of it. You don't know yet? Shamsul is no different from before. I even regret looking down on him. You are very lucky to be loved by someone like Shamsul. I very feel.
Enough, please, Mom. I don't want to make you think more about it. If it's a message from Dad, I will definitely comply. I promise. I will continue his work. You have my word.
So how about you, Samshu? You've been silent this far.
Of course, I will respect her father's last request. I will try to my best to help Siti. Don't worry, we will take care of each other.
Siti finally married her old lover, whom he had left behind. Next, Siti and Shamsul make a big plan to merge his father's company and Siti's own company. They will face various obstacles together. Sometime later, the two are enjoying their honeymoon.
I never thought we had come this far. Finally, we can live together.
Yeah, that's true. But our work is not done yet. We have still seen it out.
Hey, why are we thinking about work during this honeymoon? Let it pass, let's enjoy this good time.
You are right. We have still a long way to go.
Thus, this story ends here.